Hello everyone, welcome back to the CWC 2024 quarterfinals. We're looking at a loser bracket match tonight with Japan and Great Britain, and it's between two teams that have quite a different seeding, but both of these teams today facing elimination if they lose this match. It's gonna be a very intense one, I believe. I'm Real Mas, I'll be casting with Kujibo. Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
Doing good and excited for this match, honestly. I think it has the potential to be one of the closest matches this week. Would you agree, maybe?
I think there's definitely that potential there. Japan's still definitely the stronger team. Molkus, Melu, Hiroshiki, Rindo, Asuke, and SBK on the team for Japan. And they did quite well in their matchup yesterday. Molkus pulling out a few clutch plays when he really needed to as well. So I think Britain's definitely going to have their work cut out for them, but they have a pretty solid roster in their team as well, with the Lotus, Matt H eliminate, Don Urchin, Stats, and Olib. And they also played pretty well yesterday. How are you feeling about this matchup?
Honestly, yesterday I feel like UK played very well. Both of these teams are coming off of a win yesterday. I believe Japan won 6-1 against Sweden, and the UK won very convincingly 6-0 against the Netherlands. And the UK is looking, I think, quite stronger than a lot of people would have thought. But also Japan has been performing super well. As you said yesterday, Molkus performing super well on a lot of these picks. So honestly, I'm not quite sure how it's gonna go. I think I have it going maybe the distance, I would say.
Yeah, I think the biggest one for this one is going to be that overall team support, and if everyone is performing up to par as well. Because day one and day two can sometimes be a bit different for both teams. You know, you never know when you're going to have those off performances, but you never know when you're going to pop off as well. So we'll see what it's going to look like. So ban of No Mod 3 coming out of Japan. So we will not see Jungler's Acid this time around. And looks like the double time 2 ban out of United Kingdom. So not too keen to play Japan on that one, but I believe they had pretty decent scores on DT1, so maybe we could see a score where it goes either way. On DT1.
I mean, Molkus had that crazy DT1 SS, right?
Yeah.
And I would say that overall DT is kind of Japan favored, and I would say this ban makes a lot of sense. We'll be seeing the first pick from Japan. It's going to be HR1, the HR consistency. And I believe we've seen actually none of these two teams play this.
Yeah, this one is a map. It is Hard Rock, the consistency pick. Yeah, we'll see how the players go. This one shouldn't trip anyone up too much, but if one of the earlier matches that we had today was any indicator, sometimes, you know, those maps that should be easy for you, you sometimes just fall off on for no reason, you know, sometimes you might misplace your handle or even.
You know, that can for sure happen, so really banking on the consistency. I think it's an interesting first pick for Japan. I would not have said that they would pick this first, at least, because I feel like the UK is probably quite consistent on this, honestly.
Yeah, they do have Matt H and Eliminator, who were both playing pretty well yesterday, and Don Urchin was able to pull out a few plays as well, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so we'll see how they go. Matt H pretty good at some of your speed stuff as well. It'll be maybe that battle between him and Molkus, Rindo and Asuke, the core 3 for the speed mods out of Japan versus the core 3 for the speed mods out of the UK. And we will probably get started pretty shortly.
Yeah, we should. Honestly, yeah, but kind of a risky pick still. I would have expected maybe like DT3 from Japan. I think they played this very well yesterday, and I think it was the UK's ban actually on their match. But it's still open, we might see it later in the match. But right now it's gonna be HR1, it's quite long, 4 minutes. A lot of potential to miss, but also a lot of potential to hold a big combo and carry your team maybe.
Yeah, definitely. I think it just depends on whether it's going to take Japan a little while to get warmed up. Because I think it might have taken Molkus 1 or 2 maps to sort of just get in the zone, and that's when he started popping off a bit. And early miss out of Darn Durchin.
Yeah, I think Rindo missed at the very beginning, but it won't matter. So yeah, early miss by Darn Urchin, maybe just getting into the map. We see actually a very low accuracy also from Matt H because of the miss. And it's giving kind of a slight advantage to the Japanese team so far in this map.
Yeah, I was going to say before, I think this is actually a pretty good pick for Japan. I think they might have advantage on this one, as they have been pretty good at the hard rock. So even though United Kingdom haven't been too slouchy themselves, and one of those cases though, and just might have that slight advantage.
Yeah, and right now it's turning into more than a slight advantage. Rindo will be missing, but on the other side, Eliminate drops the last FC for the UK, and Darn Urchin and Matt H are just having issues finding a lot of combo. Darn Urchin will be recovering, but Aisuke will be finding a mace. Now it's only Molkus with the last FC, but 100k difference.
Yeah, I can sort of sympathize with this map. I imagine it's not too hard for everyone in the lobby. It's something all within their scope of capability, but they're just finding the misses, and it's something that can happen with this map. It's not that hard, but for whatever reason, it's just easy to miss here and there.
Yeah, we've seen that happen several times during the weekend, but right now everyone building some combo backup. We'll be getting up to 200, but still looking at 90k deficit for the UK, and another miss from Eliminate. And on such a long map, 100k now is a huge amount of score to recover.
Yeah, it's still within the realm of doability. It's only halfway in. Rindo gonna find a miss there, but Molkus is locked in right now. I believe he's still holding FC, and Aisuke has recovered quite nicely as well. So with that miss out of Matt H trading with Rindo there as well. Molkus gonna find the miss there. So
and Rindo.
Darn Urchin will be the biggest combo in the lobby right now. Aisuke is still doing the work, but 2 200s, nearly 3 200s, with just the one out of Aisuke right now. And we are seeing that score crawl back fairly quickly.
Yeah, because of the miss from Rindo and everyone holding on the side of UK again. Molkus finding a miss, and it's now just Aisuke with that combo holding. And it reduced from 100k to now less than 40k. Rindo missing again, not really finding any combo. Is costing Japan a lot of score right now.
Yeah, and very solid. Aisuke misses. That is not good for Japan, as he was that next rock player, and yeah, just missing on nothing there. Very unlucky. Maybe just not moving well enough to hit that tap dash. Sorry, not tap dash. Hyper jump looks of things.
Yeah, but it's gonna be very close because Matt H also dropped Eliminating Darn Urchin, also holding super good combos, but Japan will be evening out the score. I think enemies now will flip the score advantage to the other team, really. And it might just be enough if we don't see enemies actually to come back to Japan, will it? No, it won't. Oh, it's 1000 combo difference. Enemies will count now.
Yeah, Darn Urchin is doing the work right now. 1300 combo, only miss at the start. Everyone's recovered, and it could come down to the spinner, and if anyone maybe slips up the end spinner as well.
The spinner coming on? No, Aisuke missed it! I think Japan won the spinner, but then Aisuke missed at the very end.
Oh no! Such an unfortunate way to get breakpointed at the start. Only 5,618 points difference. And UK take the first point in a breakpoint fashion. Darn Urchin really pulling out all the stops there. Yeah, just with that 4 miss at the start and then the 14-26 combo.
Yeah, it was a matter of nothing. It was literally a matter of a single miss here at the end. That's a breakpoint already for the UK over Japan on their first HR1 pick. That's kind of what can happen on this type of map when you pick it first, it's something that can go either way because you can have enough day or just enough performance, and it can cost you a lot though. But it is going to be an HD2 pick from the UK against Japan. It's not also something I would maybe have expected the UK to pick, but there we are.
Yeah, this one is a little bit interesting, but it was very close on the hard rock pick. So, you know, maybe they're confident about that hidden too. You know, no one banning hidden here, so maybe there's a bit of confidence there.
Yeah, we'll be seeing the HD players come in for each rosters. Molkus and Matej will be staying, but Melu, Hiroshiki, and Wither Lotus Statskun will be the players for this one. Absolutely different skill set than the previous map. It's the lower HD with a couple of rhythms, and it's quite flowy though, so it plays quite well, but the patterns can kind of throw you off, especially if you're not very used to lower HD.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely a skill set to have low AR maps, especially with the hidden. Something I don't quite gel with, but I'd imagine these players gel with it a bit more. Now, Molkus and Mad H staying in. Trying to remember if UK played this yesterday, if Mad H stayed in for some of these, because Mad H isn't the immediate name I think of when it comes to low AR stuff. I always think Mad H more along the lines of like high AR, like your hard rocks, your double times and whatnot.
Yeah. But no, it hasn't been played by either of these teams so far.
Yeah, so I guess we will see.
First miss from With the Lotus, around 80 combo. It's a 2 minutes and 30 seconds map, so there will be more to miss on, especially here. It's a double miss from the Team Japan, Melu and Hiroshiki, but with the Lotus finding another miss. But it is with that miss from Statskun actually gonna be only Matej against Molkus on DFC.
Yeah, just both of the players who did the hard rock last round, so
yeah,
holding on to combos there, slight advantage Japan, and that's going to grow with the Lotus missing, but Melu trade, so not as much growth, but then Statskun also misses there.
Yeah, and it's not traded this one by Hiroshiki. Matej will also find a drop, and now it's 0 big combo against 2 for Japan, even though Melu will be missing. Molkus and Hiroshiki holding the fort here is giving so much advantage to Japan, even though Molkus will be finding a miss. A lot of score has already been farmed from Japan on this.
Yeah, a couple more misses out of Lotus stats, and I think Mad H made a miss there as well. One trade out of Melu, but Molkus is up past 100, and Hiroshiki is putting in the work right now.
Yeah.
Almost up to that 500 combo, and now we're going to find another miss there, but 135k score lead right now.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to recover 200 combo on this map, so if you're holding it for as long as Hiroshiki is doing, it's so much score. But Matej missing again, and yeah, the UK player is not really getting above 200 combo. Melu also missing, but at this point, it's just gonna stagnate the score difference. Actually, double miss from Japan, it's gonna give a slight score advantage to the UK, but there's 100k to recover from at the end of the map. Here is gonna look rough.
Yeah, it's a bit too late, unfortunately, for UK, but it's alright. They took that break point at the start, so they're still fairly at evens. Japan going to take the break point as well, with those strong plays out of Molkus and Hiroshiki there. Definitely helping, especially Molkus with the 965k run there.
Yeah, that's a single miss actually.
Yeah, and Hiroshiki also getting 900k, and it's like, what can you do there? Like, UK with a couple 800ks, but just that large one-player difference there, two-player difference even. Yeah, that's just a bit of a gap.
Yeah, but at least shouldn't get to both teams too much in their head, because they still got a breakpoint each. Everything is still up to do. But yeah, that's why I was wondering, this UK first pick on 82 was a bit surprising. It ended up not working out. Maybe a bit underperforming compared to what they were expecting. But to be fair, Japan just played this wonderfully.
Yeah, it is. It is early days anyway, so they've still got plenty of room to sort of move around. And if the match between Australia and China was anything to go by, the Hiddens do play quite different to
Yeah.
one another.
That is true. It's gonna be DT3 though from Japan, absolutely pick that I would have expected. Yesterday they played this very well and UK banned it, so it's a pick on paper that makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, and speaking of a pool where the maps all play different to one another, DT is also one of those. Yeah. Prototype, quite a fun map. But very easy to miss, especially at the start. You just find yourself missing on nothing, and that could affect quite a few players in this lobby, I feel. So they'll definitely want to watch out for that. I think Japan definitely has advantage on this one, but we could even see it just go UK way like the last one. I mean, there was one speed break point so far, so...
Yeah. No, and it is a short one, anything can happen really. Especially maybe for the players staying in, Molkus and Matt H. Actually, Widow Lotus will be staying as well. Going from HR consistency to low AR HD to then 8.7 DT, it's not that fast, it should still be quite comfortable for these players, but still a lot of changes in what they play will require them to be quite flexible in their playstyle, but Molkus, Matt H, veteran players known to be able to do that, so I don't worry too much about it. Though we'll be seeing the same players we've seen on Team Japan for the HR, it's going to be the same players. And I believe for Team UK, we'll see the Urchin come back.
Yeah, it was the same yesterday with Molkus, Aisuke, and Rindo. I need to double check to see if they had Withered Lotus in their DT. I think they played one DT map against the UK, and they had Eliminate for that one. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing the slower AR just something that Withered Lotus is feeling a bit more now. So I believe Withered Lotus was a pretty good double time player as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
really missed there.
Miss. Yeah. As well as Darn the Urchin. It's again another miss from Withered Lotus, traded by Aisuke, but Rindo and Molkus so far the two FCs on the Japanese side, only against Matt H on the UK side.
Yeah, I thought that was a Bancho bug for a moment, but I was going to say that it is very easy to just miss start, and everyone missing. It's just Rindo's the only full combo left, and Darndochin is now the only combo above 200 with that miss out of Rindo.
Yeah, but with Lotus missing one, so again finding a lot of misses here in this section will enable Japan to still be in this. Everyone recovering combo, it's Darn Urchin with a very big combo now, but everyone on the Japanese side above 200, and with the Lotus missing again is giving, especially with that miss from Matt H, a big combo advantage to Japan.
Yeah, and here's the thing, I was thinking about this earlier when I was playing the DT pool as well. I feel as though DT3 probably would have been better on AR9.
Fair.
I was like, yeah, I feel like I'd rather play this one at AR9 as opposed to DT1.
Yeah, but
that's just the
here.
And Molkus has built up quite a nice combo right now.
Yes.
Only Molkus and Matt H above 200, and this one very much in favor of Japan right now.
And it is the Molkus show. We've seen Molkus pull out insane performances yesterday, and now is the repeat of that, MVPing the HD2 into MVPing the DT3. Insane performance from the Japanese veteran player, and pretty much what you would expect of him, really.
Yeah, I believe that was just a reverse choke, so yeah, making a massive difference in this lobby as, yeah, a lot of high to mid 800k scores, and then just a one miss out of Molkus, then 980k, so yeah, very solid run there out of Molkus.
Yeah, no, this pick was a really good pick for Team Japan. But now we actually have the first successful pick of the match. Can the UK replicate with their own? It's going to be HR2, the precision map for them. So yeah, I would say the HR pool overall is probably favored towards UK. They have quite a solid HR roster, but as we've seen, HR1 ended up maybe... Actually, no, they did win HR1, but it was very close. So we'll see how it goes on this one.
Yeah, I suppose you could say precision, considering the CS and whatnot, because typically this sort of map is not that hard. Like, it's a pretty easy map, but yet,
Yeah.
like, one thing I noticed in practice, and one thing I noticed with a lot of teams, they just miss randomly on it. So it's like precision map, but it's also like a missing on this map.
Yeah. No, I guess. Yeah, some of the patterns are very easy to just miss just on every other run, really, if you're not paying a lot of attention, and the CS doesn't help with that.
Yeah, and if you don't remember the
the slow part.
middle, yep.
We've given tips to how to play this. Just stay in the middle, don't try to predict and react. That should work, but we've seen players still not do that and miss.
It's alright, I'll give the key to passing it once we actually start the lobby. Yeah, that's how I just consistently hit it in practice. We actually had this banned against us when we versed China, so didn't have to use that memorization, luckily. But if they're anything like me, they'll need to memorize these this slow part anyway, and make sure that they don't mistime any of the tap dash sections.
Yeah. Because it's a short one, it's very punishing, and it's easy to miss, so
yeah,
a lot can go wrong.
Only minute 47, so 2 short picks in a row, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see how they go. As I'll just double check to see if they did it. Japan did not play that against Sweden yesterday, so we'll see.
Do we have just a visual issue with Rindo not having HR?
Oh, panic button. Yeah, it would be just a visual issue.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no way. Yeah, we
have missed a bit of the map. Looks like some misses from Eliminator early on, but also Rindo and Mogus and Eisuke now giving a big combo advantage to the UK.
Yeah, everyone missing this start part. It is just one of those things that is easy to miss. So yeah, they are like I said, it's easy to hit, but it's easy to miss. It could be a CS thing, or it could just be like one of those slight off guard moments. All right, so you go center, right, center, right, center, left, and spin off.
It worked, everyone got it.
Yeah, everyone got it. Eisuke dropping on the first tap dash though. And Rindo and elimination
and Focus. Yeah, it's just Matt H now actually.
Not anymore! Not anymore. It is just. Oh. He's gonna want to hold on now.
Yeah, Eisuke missing here is maybe gonna be enough for UK to get away with this actually.
Yo, Don't Urchin misses!
But it's straight.
Oh, but it's 80k. It's 80k. They are safely home this time. And
let's see a total collapse here. No, it should be. Even with triple combo reset, it's not enough.
Yeah, they got safe score gap, luckily for UK, so they were able to bring that point home. So we're even 2 apiece now, and this is gearing up to look like a pretty intense match so far.
Yeah, we've had
not speak too soon.
Yeah, we've had breakpoint into successful pick for both teams. So everything is still up for grabs here. 4 points left to get. It's essentially a best of 7 still left to play here.
Yeah, we will have to wait and see how we go going forward. I think we're going to see some similar picks come out of Japan, UK. I think Japan might even want to go back to Eden, as they clearly have the advantage there. Hard Rock, UK doing pretty well on Hard Rock 2 and Hard Rock 1 as well. I was going to say, pretty sure the margin was a lot shorter on Hard Rock 1 though, very close. So 5,000 points, 100k points the difference on Hard Rock 2, but Hard Rock 2 played very different as well, so And then Hard Rock 3 plays a bit different there.
Yeah. Honestly, for Japan though, I would maybe be expecting a DT1 pick. DT seems to be working for them. We've seen a DT ban from the UK. Okay, it's gonna be a DT1 pick as expected. Makes sense. Both teams did play this in their respective matches. I believe Japan had the better performance compared to the UK by quite a lot, actually, by around 180k of difference for Japan. But I think Eliminate had a weird run because of lag, which made the UK team score a bit lower than it should have been.
Yeah, input lag. I remember that one. Yes. Yes. So 2.6 mil out of UK on this yesterday, and Japan with 2659. So yeah, about 50k difference. And funnily enough, Japan actually lost this against Sweden yesterday. Molkus with just a 5 miss. ACK as well did pretty well there too. So we'll see. I believe we'll probably see Rindo come back in. Probably looking to improve score over yesterday as well. Well, I'd imagine everyone wants to improve score over yesterday.
The only one who won't be able to is Molkus though. That's not an improvable score DSS got yesterday.
Wait, did he get that DSS yesterday? I've got it here as a 5 miss.
I very much remember DSS. Are you sure you got the right one?
Japan versus Sweden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, maybe the site is doing weird stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe Banjo's doing something there.
But anyways, getting into this one is the AR9 pick. It's quite fast, honestly. BPM is very high. You have to type quite fast and dash a lot. It can be quite exhausting, but still not that difficult for players who play a lot of AR9 DT.
Alright, let's see.
Couple of misses coming from several players here. Notably Dorn Urchin, Rindo, Matej, and Eliminate. That's actually all the big combos broken now for the UK team. Whereas Japan is building up to 200 for everyone because Rindo was the only one who missed, still Molkus. Looking to replicate the performance from yesterday, it seems.
Yeah, very solid opening from Molkus right now, so...
Aisuke also doing the same, holding the SS, and Matej, Dorn Urchin really finding a lot of misses here, not really managing to get their combo back up. Whereas, and Eliminate also missing. Rindo just had one miss in the beginning, but still holding almost 500 combo. Will be breaking, but compared to the misses from the team UK, it's really not much.
Yeah, because I was looking at the wrong map. So yeah, that was my bad, yeah. No, whoops. And yeah, Molkus still maintaining that double S, so will we see the replication? Only way to improve is if Molkus did max spin yesterday.
Yeah, I guess. And honestly, 2/3 of the way through, this is starting to become a realistic thing to expect from Molkus here. Dorn Urchin finding misses again, Eliminate 2, and the score lead is just enormous now for Japan.
Yeah, it's really just Matt H trying to fight this right now, and unfortunately it's the double FCs out of ACK and Molkus. Yeah, Matt H gonna find the miss there, and it's just a bit unfortunate. They get the one combo above 200, but against two FCs, like what can you do? Molkus with the slight act drop, but
extremely impressive. Even 2 FCs on this. 1 FC was already kind of crazy, but 2 FCs on this is such an amazing performance from Japan. It is quite the team score right now.
Yeah, and this is one of those maps that doesn't quite feel like a rain that much, so like it almost feels like an 8-on-9 platter, and it just feels weird to play as well. So very impressive scores. Ace-K gonna finally drop, but Molkus doubling up on the
man.
FCs. And it looks like he beat his score from yesterday. Better spin today. Slightly under in terms of AC. So with that one, I think that was just maybe Bancho there. Hold on, let me double check that on the sheet now. Oh wait, no, he was only a bit under, so he might have missed a couple bananas and his
Isaac.
And yeah, Zach was slightly under. I was
But
gonna say
still-
that had me for a moment because I saw it go above 1006. So
Yeah.
and
Oh, still. Yeah, gonna be Hard Rock 3 for UK. Have won the first two HR, so it makes a lot of sense to go for this.
yeah, exhausting hard rock pool straight up. So
Yeah.
this one's another one of those maps. It's probably the most FCable out of a lot, but yeah, sometimes just find yourself missing on weird things that you shouldn't miss on. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's really not one of the harder picks of the pool, but we've seen so many people just slip up in match on the stacks, and you kind of just miss something. You miss a whole stack, and you're down to 2% pretty much. So yeah. Though I believe we've seen both teams play this one yesterday, if I'm not wrong. And if I remember correctly, Team UK had the better team score on this one. Yes, they had 2.8 mil against 2.76 mil for Team Japan, so slightly better team score. That's one of the reasons they're looking at this, I think, and just overall, they've been feeling more consistent on the HR than Japan, but still not by that much as we've seen on HR1. So still not that comfortable of a pick, but it's the one that makes the most sense.
I mean, Japan, they weren't too bad on it. I think they're probably going to want to try to improve in this match over their scores. Otherwise, UK might get them with their scores being a little bit better out of the UK side. So definitely a calculated pick here. About 100k difference between the two teams yesterday, but today is a whole new day, so we'll have to wait and see.
Absolutely. And Mokus seems to have found his groove, forming on the last maps very well, MVPing the last three, I believe, even. So, looking at the tough opponent for UK. Really don't want to miss on this intro section, really. You want to extend that intro combo as long as you can into the K section with the stacks.
Yeah, everyone holding on at the moment. I don't think we're gonna see any like pre-300 misses.
Yeah, but getting started on the stacks, looking good so far for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, oh, Matt gonna find the miss first.
And eliminate.
Matt falling off really hard there, falling completely out of rhythm for a second there. But has started to recover. Darn Urchin also missing. Oh, that's very unfortunate.
Our window is happy about this one on the break, seeing 3 FCs against 0.
Oh yeah, look, there's some sort of feeling of safety when you see that stuff.
Yeah.
For better or for worse.
Still halfway through the maps. 100k difference, and UK still been building up their combos 200, so still bleeding score. We'll need a lot of misses now from Japan.
Yeah, Rindo gonna be the first to drop FC. Gundurchin getting back up to 200 combo. And 97k point difference. Japan needs to drop a lot more, and UK needs to pretty much hold combo for the rest of the map. Rindo gonna... Oh, hold on, whole team
Oh,
miss!
hold on, this might happen now.
Yeah, it's
What?
shrinking very quick. He's getting down to ocean trade.
Rendo missing again.
Hold the phone!
Molkus
Molkus is down!
Oh no.
Eliminate Matt H. Eliminate Matt H. Matt H are recovering. Darno's gonna find a miss, and that's slowly gonna inch back towards Japan, very slowly.
If Yuki can manage to hold through this last section, they might just take this pick back, but it's just a matter of holding through the last section here. Yuki finding miss.
Matt H gonna miss. I think it's too late. I think UK secured the point, and that is it. They are just gonna squeak this one out. 21,000 points difference will even it out at 3-3 apiece.
Oh, that's gonna be a heartbreaker for Japan. Rindo, Moku Seisuke holding throughout the half of the map and then losing.
Yeah, hard fought, but UK manages to clutch up, and Japan definitely improved over yesterday, but unfortunately, only just not enough today.
Yeah, both teams really solid team scores, everyone above like 920k pretty much.
Yeah.
Very solid, but yeah, that will be a successful pick for UK.
Yeah, 21,463 difference. There's been a lot of close points this week.
Yeah,
we've even seen a couple of 2-digit point differences in a couple of matches as well.
Pretty much. Still 3-3. It's as if there wasn't any breakpoint because they cancelled it by winning each other's pick once. Gonna be HD3 for Molkus picking as the captain for Japan, but I think it's a pick that makes sense. They completely won HD2. I think they probably have the better HD players overall. Molkus is always sure to get a great score on HD maps, so pretty expected pick from Japan.
Yeah, only thing is like I was saying before, all of these hidden maps play quite different to one another. So this one, the faster of the lot, a lot more streams as well. Definitely much streamier, much techier pick as well, as opposed to number 1 and number 2, where hidden 2 is a bit more just like your standard low AR pick. Hidden 1's like your AR9 swing pick, and it's pretty harsh on timing from what we've seen. Yeah, so this one, bit of a different skill set, but we'll see how they go.
Yeah, we haven't seen either of these teams play this so far in this round, so still we don't know the performances of these teams potentially on this, but we'll see.
Melu coming in, and I'd imagine we'll probably see Hiroshiki come in as well.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know if we've seen SBK at all this weekend.
No, we haven't. We haven't at all seen SBK. I'm not sure if it's because SBK is not here. It looks like it if they didn't play a single map, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think they were available at all yesterday. But just double check today whether they came into the 20 server. So SBK is here today, so we might see SBK come in for a couple of maps this time around.
No, but it's going to be Hiroshiki though.
Oh yes, yeah. So I sort of predicted Hiroshiki would play this one. It's hard to say because sometimes you just have like set 3s on maps. So sometimes players might only play 1 or 2 maps out of the pool for a week.
Yeah. I think it's a Japanese pick. They are absolutely looking to win this one because we're pretty late into the match and a breakpoint could be the only one needed for either of these teams. So if you can capitalize on that, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Now is not the time you want to lose a breakpoint, but it would 100% be the time you want to get a breakpoint off the other team and eliminate Matt H. Going to be the miss. Just Hiroshiki trades so far, so in the opening, it's looking okay for Japan. Hiroshiki going to find another miss. but we saw this last point where UK all missed early and then they just recovered it towards the end, and that was the point, so...
Yeah, but I would say here it looks a bit worse with everyone on the UK team missing Melu and Molkus holding, and I would expect Melu and Molkus to perform on this. It's gonna be a drop though from Melu. Molkus, the only one. Holding as usual, it's becoming a pattern in this match.
Yeah, Molk is doing a lot right now. Holding that double S still and keeping it out of reach of UK for now. 60k point difference. And Matt H gonna find a miss, gonna extend that a bit. 2 combos above. No combos left.
Oh.
Everyone drops from UK. And just Hiroshiki trades.
And yeah, Eliminate missing once again. Melu has been very solid, getting a lot of combo. Still on this peak, you can tell from the score, but it's really, once again, the Molkus show. On 800 combo, no one will be able to match this, I believe, in this map. Though we see a couple of misses from Melu, it's matched by with the Lotus. Hiroshiki 2 missing, it's also traded by Matt H. You cannot really able to hold on to any combo here.
Just Illuminate is above the 200 right now, but Molk is still with the double S. I mean, that alone is pretty much shutting UK out of this point here, so there probably won't be a breakpoint this time around. There still is a third of the map to go, but Molkus did so much in the early going, and Melu and Hiroshiki are doing quite a bit to stay in contention as well, keeping those scores out of reach of UK overall. So right now, there's a huge deficit, and I don't know if they're going to be able to make it up at this point, as 190k this late into the match is just...
I mean, we see a lot of misses from the Japanese players, though. So don't count this one out.
Yeah, let's not
combo on the UK side.
Let's not speak too soon. I mean, that gap's starting to grow a bit now, but they've got from 190k down to 130. It's back up a bit. The Lotus did have a bit of combo there, but unfortunately dropping it, and Molkus and Hiroshiki have rebuilt a bit of combo. Hiroshiki dropping now, but Molkus is in it.
Yeah, absolutely, and even though Molkus found way more misses in the second half and was better from Team UK overall, still the score advantage built up on the first half of the map was just way too much for Team UK to overcome.
Yeah, definitely. Japan putting in investing the acorns early, so then when the winter came, they were set.
That's a good one.
So, and UK wasting no time, going straight to Mixed Mod 2. So, gonna be an interesting one. In terms of Mixed Mod, I'd say it almost favoured Japan a little bit, but they do have pretty good Mixed Mod players on the side of UK as well, as they can sort of fill out that whole roster there. I don't believe Japan played this yesterday, however, UK did, and Darndurchin got the FC on Hard Rock. A few slightly lower scores on the other mods, but if they can get that Hard Rock FC again and then maybe improve the hidden no mod scores as well, this could be a guaranteed UK point right here.
Yeah, but what's kind of scary to me on this for UK is the HD. We've seen yesterday Statsukun play. I don't know if it was just a bad run, because Statsukun is definitely a good HD player, but it was a 750k, and if Japan can gap that score, but it's very possible that this alone is enough to give the edge to Japan.
Yeah, there is definitely that chance. I mean, my guess is that ACK will maybe take the Hard Rock this time. I know ACK can also play the Hidden and No Mod. Maybe Molkus will stick with the Hard Rock, and then, I don't know, we might see Hiroshiki or someone else come in. We have a lot of tiebreaker potential right now. The potential for tiebreaker is there. It is great, that potential, but you know what's got even greater potential? The potential that a banner would look excellent on your Osu account.
That's crazy.
Yes, we are still going with the banners, so definitely make sure to check them out at some point. Style up your profile a little bit. And with this, we will be getting into the next point. I believe this is the 8th pick.
Yeah. It is Hiroshiki Isuke. So I would expect Isuke HR. I'm not sure who will take the HD between Mokus and Hiroshiki. But it should be the same lineup for UK as the first time they played it, so Thunderchin HR and Satsukun HD. But I think a lot lies on the HD player on this one.
Oh, definitely. That low 8.3 approach rate definitely going to be a lot of pressure on the hidden player. Also on the hard rock player, there's a lot of just small things that are easy to miss as well. Like, it's not super hard, but it does play sometimes a little bit weird with hard rock. So that's one thing I noticed is, other thing about this map is misses are severely punished. Like,
Yes.
you can miss 2 notes and go below 900k.
Absolutely. And because of that, you really don't want to miss in the first third, I would say, before the difficult section comes in with some of the wiggles and the doubles.
Yeah, and stats with 1 early miss, 2 early misses, Hiroshiki trades, so 30k point advantage to Japan so far.
Yeah.
Not a huge... sorry.
No, not a huge advantage, but just off of the HD player. Though Isuke and Hiroshiki will be finding misses again, and right away the score difference goes to UK, especially with that miss from Mokusa.
Yeah, so I almost wonder if Molka should have been the one on hard rock. Asuke good at hard rock, but I'm almost wondering if Molkus might have been, more likely to hold that full combo, even if there had have been, that bit of discomfort on Nomon. Darndurchin going to find the miss this time, but Matt H is going to be the combo carry, and 160k point advantage right now. Statskun has definitely improved over the play yesterday, sorry, not last week. Yeah, so we will see another UK victory on the Mixed Mod 2, so sensible pick out of him this time, yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. As you said, it's really not that many misses, honestly, from Japan, but it's so severely punished on this map.
Oh, 100%, yeah. And 150k score difference for UK, so it is 4-all apiece. This is one crazy match so far. We've seen very close points and a few blowouts as well, and it is Japan, and they want to make sure they get a point that will keep them in it, get them to tiebreaker point. They don't want to lose a break point at this stage of the matchup.
Absolutely not. No, a breakpoint now would be a disaster for either of these teams, or the best thing they could hope for if it's the other way around.
Oh,
but
definitely.
We might see the repeat of the first pick and just have one breakpoint each and good tiebreaker. We don't know. There's so much that can happen now.
Yeah, because I mean, if you get that breakpoint as UK, there is extra pressure to close out and make the best of that breakpoint. But there's also that comfort of knowing that you at least have the tiebreaker if anything goes awry.
Yeah.
And I wonder if we will see Hidden One out of Japan, or if they will maybe try a no mod.
I mean, on paper, HD1 is the most sensible pick.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's what, 2 Japan points on Hidden, 3 UK points on Hard Rock, and then was the Japan point on Double Time, both at Double Times as well. So, Hidden One, fair. I was going to say, you want to stay out of Mixed Mod, because every time a Hard Rock seems to pop up, UK seems to take advantage in one way or another.
Yeah. That is true. It's gonna be the last pick from Team Japan, by the way. After that, it's either they win the breakpoint or UK wins their own pick and it's tiebreaker. So, HD1, I would say absolutely the pick to go for. We've seen, though, teams do completely different on this than other HD picks, so it's so hard to say for sure that it's for one team. And your team, especially on your match, was kind of crazy what happened with Team Australia.
Yeah,
Complete
that
reverse,
was a little bit surprising. Yeah, Nando clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boys played very well on that.
But it was also a sign that the other team, which was very comfortable on, I mean, known to be comfortable on HD on paper, right? China was a good HD team, but completely collapsed on HD1. Might also be the case for Japan. We don't really know for sure yet because they haven't played this.
Yeah, we could see it. I mean, that earlier match, this was also a break point, so maybe UK can pull a break point here, but at the same time, I think this might actually be a safe pick for Japan. Just from the way they played the other two hidden picks, they seem to have it a little bit more down pat in terms of just the hidden mod in general, so maybe they've got it for the swing now.
It's what we would expect, right? But then things don't always go as expected.
Oh yeah, this one's definitely the spiciest of the lot, I'd say. Like I can't even call this one a consistency map. This one is just a swing jump timing map.
Yeah.
If you can get consistency on this, you pretty much got the point. Unless your opposing team was also consistent, then it's, well, that's when it gets really spicy.
Okay. Looks like we'll get started. As you will see, I'm expecting lots of misses on this, honestly. Pretty chaotic map, a lot going on, the swing rhythms, the tight spacings, the jumps.
I'm not 100% sure if anyone's FC'd this one.
No, not yet. On match at least.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance. I mean, we've still got FCs out of Hiroshiki and Eliminate right now. Eliminate,
Only
actually.
Eliminate.
Yeah, I think Hiroshiki is like the second note or something. So we might see an FC here. We might see an FC in some of our later matches. A couple misses out of Melu and Withered Lotus, and all reset for UK. So good open for Japan.
Yeah, just Hiroshiki holding now the combo. Because everyone keeps missing. That's gonna be the theme of this map, honestly. But so far, it's UK missing a tiny bit more. It's a trade between Melu and Withered Lotus. But once again, Withered Lotus finding one more miss that's not really traded by Japan. Mokus will be aiming to get a lot of combo on this. I think has the potential to, but it's gonna be a miss once again, keeping the score very close.
Yeah, and Hiroshiki is above the 400 combo right now, and that's sort of what we saw in some of the matches earlier, is one player just sort of takes off and then the score sort of follows. Not this time though, UK is building up advantage right now.
Oh,
we could see a break point.
Not anymore with that triple reset. To be fair, yeah, it's still just Hiroshiki holding a very impressive combo. Honestly, 500-600 on this is super impressive. It's gonna be a break though, and there's almost no combo now on the board, and the score difference is almost nothing. It still can go either way.
Yeah, a couple misses out of Japan right now. Melu gonna find misses there, and Matt H has combo, the only one with combo, so this is good for UK right now. There is that potential for breakpoint, and like I was saying, this is a spicy pick.
Still misses from Withered Lotus and Matt H once again. Moltres will be trading, but Hiroshiki will be once again being the one with the bigger combo here for Team Japan, really pulling a lot of work and score for the team. But Melu finding misses again, but it looks like just the consistency of Hiroshiki is just what Japan needed and might be enough to win this, even though we'll be finding a miss once again.
I mean, UK doesn't have a whole lot in terms of combo. Molkus is just putting in a little bit of bridge right now, and that is definitely helping Japan widen that lead just a little bit. Hiroshiki going to be the first to cross over the 700k margin. Well ahead of everyone else, I'd say, right now. Molkus above the 200 line. And full team miss out of UK again. Melu trades, but Hiroshiki and Molkus holding on.
Yeah, there hasn't really been any combo from Team UK in the last 30 seconds. And Mokus, Hiroshiki though on the other side have been finally putting in the combo. I I mean, as always, very risky throughout the beginning of the map, but Moku is finding a bit more combo than on the rest of the map, and it's absolutely enough for Japan to just grow the lead to up to 200k almost. I mean, 160k, but such a big difference made here in the last third of the map.
Yeah, and Hiroshiki just pretty much playing the carry right now. I mean, Molka's definitely adding a few extra points to score there as well, but the 906k out of Hiroshiki, just a massive performance right there. Yeah, that's safe point for Japan.
In the end, kind of, I guess, but still, they've exhausted all their picks. There are no unmatched points. They won't have to pick anymore. The only pick left is UK's one. Will be the last pick of the match, regardless of what happens. We either go to tiebreaker or the match ends here. The UK will really have to think about this one, and so because of that, they're taking a little time out.
Yeah, so yeah, they've just got mixed mod 1 and then a nearly full no mod pool to pick from.
Yeah. None of the team have been looking toward the Nomad so far. Japan even banning Nomad 3. But Nomad 3 is a very unique map, to be fair. There is no other map in the pool that plays like it.
Yeah. Nomad 1, your more standard consistency. Nomad 2, your tech pick. And then Nomad 4, your jump convert. So I'd almost say probably No Mod 4 is not the best pick for UK in this situation. I'd imagine they could still maybe do it, but like it is a volatile pick just because of how easy it is to miss those jump patterns.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see what they have for us. Honestly, I don't know. There's stuff like No Mod 1 that's open, you know, but like it's kind of a coin flip between these two teams, I would say.
Yeah, that whole consistency battle just... Yeah, maybe not the best... maybe not the best thing to have at this point, but... Yeah, you never know. Maybe UK's feeling it. Yeah, it's do or die at this point, though, as they need to get to that match point, get the tiebreaker.
Yeah. And as a reminder, this is a loser bracket match, right? So the team who loses this won't access next week and will just be out of the tournament, finishing top 16. So
yeah,
a lot is on the line.
So UK at that 16th qualifying spot, so they've at least accomplished where they placed in qualifiers. So it will be one of those things where it's like. They at least made it. They at least made it to that quarterfinals, and they improved on last year as well. Last year being eliminated in the 17 to 24 spot. So being in that 16 to 13 spot, definite improvement this year. So even if they do lose this match, they put up a good fight and gain placement overall. But if they win this, that is huge for them.
Absolutely. Yeah. Will be pretty much UK's best placement ever in CWC.
Yeah, and in terms of the 6-4 curse, I believe that was broken yesterday in the match between Poland and Argentina. Something that was a little bit surprising. I think things just went wrong really quick, and Argentina were able to just clutch up and pull a 6-5 victory against Poland. Bit of an upset there, but...
Oh... We should know at one peak.
Yeah, we will see if this pays off for them. But I mean, we haven't seen No Mod get played at all in this matchup. I remember both teams played it yesterday. I know UK played No Mod 2. Let's see.
I believe it hasn't been played by either of the teams, actually. Actually, maybe... You know... yes, UK played it. And it was a good team score, everyone above 950k for 2.865 million.
Yeah, so
Really good team score from them, honestly, yesterday. But,
yeah.
yeah.
I believe Japan played it against Sweden.
No, they did not. Thing is, though, situation is quite different now. UK is on the door of elimination, and they will be playing with nerves and on the consistency peak. There's a lot that can go wrong if you're not feeling too confident, because this map, there's nothing really too difficult for either of these players. I think everyone has the potential to FC it in offline, but in tournament setting with the nerves and everything, it's gonna be also a test of who can stay composed, I would say.
Yeah, that's fair. I think this is the better one to pick over No Mod 2. As with yesterday, their scores, both teams did play No Mod 2 as well, and their scores were very close, but I think it was something like a 40-50k point difference between... Yeah, it was like a 50-60k point difference in favor of Japan on No Mod 2. And like I said, No Mod 4 is a bit volatile, and Mixed Mod 1 plays a fair bit different to Mixed Mod 2, so
yeah,
I think this is probably one of the better picks. I'd say either this or Mixed Mod 1 would probably be the better picks for UK right now, and we'll have to wait and see if it pays off.
Yep, absolutely. It'll be 3 minutes of very consistent patterning. Lot of wiggles, stairs.
And after that 3 minutes of those patterns, we will find out if it did pay off.
Yep, it's do or die.
Have faith for tiebreaker. Yeah, eliminate Darn Urchin and Mad H. If the lineup ain't broke, don't fix it. And Japan going for Asuke, Rindo, and Molkus. So I believe, believing that set of beliefs there, the if it ain't broke, don't fix it on both sides. Eliminate the first miss.
Mad H actually also before.
Oh yeah.
Kind of big actually, honestly. Yeah, 50k. Quite notable. But it's only 2 breaks, 1 for each players. I doubt we will see a 3-way by Japan anyway, so... But eliminate missing again is kind of big though.
Yeah, maybe just being a bit nervous here. I'm not too sure. I mean, to be fair, pretty nerve-wracking times, but Japan doing really well on this pick. Darn Urchin, the last FC, falls for UK, and we did see something like this last time. Rindo going to find the miss where one team has the early advantage, but then the other team steals it back off them, so...
Yeah, everyone rebuilding though, 200. Darn Urchin missing again! Gonna give the combo advantage back to the Japanese team though, especially with Matic missing. These performances are definitely worse than on their match yesterday. Might be just the nerves on the situation that's costing them this, but on the Japanese side, everyone is remaining composed. Molkus and Eisuke still holding the FC so far.
Yeah, and this is really not the time it's not the time for things to go awry. With double S's out of Molkus and Eisuke, and UK pretty much needs to full combo the rest of the map, and they need Japan to sort of collapse at this point. 146k score difference. Eisuke is going to provide a couple of those misses there, but they need a lot more. Matt H finding a miss at some point there as well, just before Eisuke, so not a big difference.
Yeah, for sure, that's quarter of the map, and when 50k is looking by the second more dire for Team UK. Honestly, if Molkus still holds this and Rindo keeps playing the way he's been playing so far, it will be it for Japan, because we're really not seeing many misses from them right now on this pick.
Yeah, it looks like we will be seeing another 6-4 at this point, as Japan is going to just clutch up right now. Molkus with the single droplet miss right now on his side, doing crazy things, but even then, all of Japan just matching and doing a little bit better than UK on all fronts, so this pick really just not working out in favor of UK. And that is going to be the game. Japan will take the victory. 6-4 to United Kingdom.
That's very sad. Honestly, they played worse than yesterday, but even then, it's just Japan's team score being insane on this. Pretty much everyone on 960k plus Molkus' FC. Huge GG's to both teams though, but this will be the end of the CWC 2024 adventure for the United Kingdom. I think they still can be proud of them. Compared to the usual performances by Team UK, it's definitely way better than what they've had in the past couple of years. Their team is really improving a lot. It was a big surprise, honestly, to see them perform that well this CWC. So definitely a lot of potential for next year's.
Yeah, definitely a good improvement out of UK there, and forming consistently, you know, getting 16th in qualifiers and then 13th to 16th in the bracket. So they can definitely be proud of that, giving a top 8 team a good run for their money there as well. But at the end of the day, it will be Japan, the winners of that match. And they will now go on to next week's matchups as well. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I don't think their bracket is entirely clear. Actually, they'll be going on to face Poland next week, so very challenging matchup there. But I believe we will be jumping into another match straight away, if I'm not mistaken. So, anything else to sort of add last minute?
Not really. Congrats to both teams. Looking forward to more of Japan in the next round, but